Council to support my plan to upgrade the northern entrance to the tower area, and also to improve road safety on lower Tirau Street. You have the paper in front of you, and we'll skip page 2 to page 2. There appears to be a double standard operating. The South Waikato Council can direct a contractor to clear a site, but I'm unable to clear away the 3 heaps of green waste, and I'm talking about big heaps of green waste off this property. Also, I would like to remove, you can go into detail in my paper, the concrete floor to the old workshop. Now this workshop's about the size, just a little bit bigger than a normal double garage. There was a dwelling on the property until 2010. I've been threatened with fines up to 600,000 should I touch anything. I did raise the point that a 200 litre barrel of used oil was left on the site when the South Waikato Council, I presume, cleared it. I have cracked open the top of the cold chisel and removed that oil and that can correctly to the transfer station. I point out that this service station, the last Waikato Regional Council could give me information that it was in operation in 1978, 40 years ago. It wasn't a timber treatment plant, and there weren't pesticides. All it was is, in the end, there was a couple of places for vehicles to be repaired. If you could skip to page 3. Recently we've had a lot in the media about this pea testing and how the houses which have had pea smoke, many people have spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars fixing houses where pea has been smoked. The rules in regards to this sort of property that I've got seem to me to be a little like that. I had a house tested for pea and it cost $343. I had 8 soil samples from 173 Tirau Street, and that cost $386. Without even bothering to see the site, the Rotorua consultants recommended by the South Waikato Council have come up with a total of $13,000 just to check the soil. Now I had 8 samples checked for $386. I mean, to me that seems extreme. I don't want the whole property. I'm prepared to donate, and if you turn to page 4, you can see there is the Lorraine Moller Reserve coming up at Tirau Street. The black line, I'm prepared to donate that whole section there to the Lorraine Moller Reserve, and that way it'll make the appearance as you come into Tirau more attractive. Plus it'll be safer because once it's set in comedias and etc., people won't drive in and out of there. Now, I'm asking for support for a 20-metre section of Armco to go on the curve as shown in that photo. Now, who pays for that, I don't know, but I will point out that when I bought this section, $7,700 in back rates was returned to the South Waikato Council because the guy who owned it had stopped paying his rates. You can see there's an existing entrance there, and this Armco will protect the entrance to 169 Tirau Street. I want to put an entrance alongside 169, and where the workshop was, and in the old dwelling, that is where I'd like to put the house, and I'll put a plan of the house on the back page. Road safety, there we are, I think I've spoken about that. I just really want a bit of common sense to be applied. I want to be able to remove that green waste. I want to move the concrete floor onto the old forecourt and bury the old forecourt and cover it with soil and plant it up in camellias. And I'm happy to have the whole tested as much as possible, but I'm not going to pay $13,000 to some guy to wander around when somebody else could do it with it. I've already done it with 8 samples with just a trail. So it's all there. That's what I've done. I don't want to take up any more of your time. It's not necessary. Please read that. I just want a bit of support to get this project underway.
Thank you, Mr. Royston. Are there any comments or questions from elected members, from councillors? I have a question. You're talking about the entrance.
Yes.
And that you're talking about moving it.
Well, I want the entrance to be alongside 169, so we're going together.
Oh, okay. So
And
you have been talking with NZTA?
I contacted them 3 weeks ago and they haven't replied.
Okay. Okay.
So the impression I get with NZTA, they are loyal to themselves and they don't communicate with the public. I'm hoping that our man here in council will help support me in this, and I think that ARMCO is needed now, regardless of how I go ahead with my development.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Hobbs, have you got any comment that you'd like to make?
Yeah, thank you, Your Worship. I mean, we applaud Mr. Royson's vision in terms of wanting to tidy up the northern end of Tirau. There's no doubt about that. The challenge is, or the issue is, that when Mr. Royson bought the property and it was identified on the limb, that it being an ex-service station, it's notified as a HALE site. It has its activities and industries list site. Therefore, you immediately call into play under the main regulation, the National Environmental Standard for Contaminated Soil. So our advice to Mr. Wilson has been get testing done by a credible, accredited lab. Unfortunately, trials of the surface of the soil isn't good enough. We've given a list, I think, of about 5 or 6 different businesses that you could have contacted Mr. Wilson. I understand you've been to one and you had a quote that doesn't sit well with you. I understand your concern around that. The reality is council needs to be certain that we're protecting not only you as the current owner, but future landowners, that property is of a standard that it can be inhabited, vegetables growing, whatever it might be. So unfortunately we are in a bit of a standoff because we've asked Mr. Royson to follow the correct procedure and that hasn't occurred to date. Once we get the results from testing, we can do that.
I'd like to reply to that.
Yes, you have the right to reply, and then we need to move on.
Absolutely. I just want to say that in the last 20 years, 30 million litres of water have flown over that site. The fire brigade uses water to rush away fuel and oil off the road, and I'd just like to say that it's suspected that there's contamination. There is not absolutely sure there is contamination. I want permission to remove the green waste, to remove the concrete over on top of the forecourt and bury it forever, so that it can be tested. That's all I'm asking now, just council to decide.
Okay, thank you for that. No, I'm not going to that. I've got one other question, Councillor Van Moyer. Sorry, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you. A remark was made a moment ago, Mr. Royston, you have used a trial saying if advice was given as to how the samples should be taken, would that be a way forward? Like say, I have all faith in HALE laboratories, and just about every farmer in Waikato uses them. So I would suggest that there be a discussion as to how samples should be taken properly, and that may be a way forward.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Royce. I appreciate that. Look,
That's
I wish you luck with that development. We've looked at that site for a long time, and it's really wonderful that somebody has come along and does want to tidy up that northern entrance. Unfortunately, there are standards that have to be achieved, and there are rules that have to be abided by. That is, the staff will be continuing to work with you. But my support is there for the tidy up and what you plan to do for the site.